So what a Smackdown we had here tonight. We had a lot of moving parts here tonight, mainly with the Bloodline had a heavy presence here tonight. Starting off, we had Solo Sikoa. He started off the show here tonight. Tonight, we were promised a Solo Sikoa Roman Reigns face-off, a potential face-off between these two men, because recently, it's just been a bunch of beatdowns and whatnot. So tonight, we had a face-off. Solo Sikoa comes out, demands that the crowd acknowledges him. He says that all this beating and everything that's been happening to Jimmy and to Roman can't stop if they both acknowledge Solo Sikoa as the true tribal chief. All of a sudden, he's interrupted by main event Jey Uso. Main event Jey Uso was here tonight on Friday Night Smackdown. And let me tell you, when I say that Jey Uso is if you didn't think Jey Uso was one of the hottest wrestlers, one of the hottest stars in this entire company, tonight was evidence. Tonight he came out, the entire crowd was vibing with this guy, was feeling this guy's energy. So was I, man. At home, I was vibing with him. I was doing the yeet. I was jumping along with his entrance, man, because this guy is so over, right? This entire crowd, everybody was fucking with this guy, man. So he's fucking over on top. Comes out regardless. He says that if anybody has a problem with Roman Reigns, it's him. He's not on the same page that Solo is as far as splitting the family. He says that instead of splitting the family like he's been doing, he should really reunite the family. He should be reuniting everybody, because right now everybody's divided and that's hurting the family. Solo then makes a statement. He says that if you choose to ride with Jimmy and Roman, then bad things are going to happen to you. And that's when Jey Uso takes the mic and he says, yo, Jacob Fatu right now, man, he's been eyeing me ever since I came out here. I'm going to slap the hell out of him right now. The whole crowd popped for that. And he ended off the segment here with one line that is potentially going to haunt him. And that line was, next time you see me, it's going to be way different. Because here tonight, Jey Uso, he said he wasn't out here to get physical. He wasn't out here to provoke Solo. He was just out here for a conversation, brother to brother, oos to oos. A lot of people were speculating next week on Monday Night Raw, is Jey Uso going to walk out still IC champion? I think the second that Jey Uso came out here and sort of made his presence known to the Bloodline is the second that we all kind of collectively knew that, okay, they're going to get involved one way or another this Monday night. And that line at the end where next time you see me, it's going to be way different, that Jey Uso said, that's going to potentially, I feel, come back and bite him on the ass, because now I feel like Solo and his whole gang is 99.9% sure that they're going to get involved on Monday night in one way or another. Now, does that mean that Jey Uso loses the IC title? Does that mean that potentially maybe Roman and Jimmy come out and try to intervene and sort of get back in the good graces of Jey? I don't know. We'll have to see this Monday night, but I could probably for sure tell you that they're going to get involved 100% this Monday night on Raw. We also did get a little mini segment in the back where Roman and Jimmy arrive to the arena. Roman tells Jey, like, hey, I'm proud of you. We all are. And Jey just responds back with no yeet. Callback from last week. And this basically upset Roman. He felt like this was enough. It was all that he had to do to win over Jey. But, if there's one thing about this story is that it's going to take a while. Patience is key here. So it's going to take a while for Jey to come back, to come back along with the Bloodline. We also had Cody Rhodes. He came out here for a forgettable promo, I'm going to say here. In all honesty, I love Cody Rhodes. I love Gunther. And this match, if there's no story, which there really isn't here, right? It's just champion versus champion. Then there's no story. Then what is the purpose, Because Cody came out here. He cut his, typical Cody Rhodes promo about how we're sold out here. He's the quarterback or whatever. He alluded to the Crown Jewel Championship, how it's prestigious and it's beautiful and whatnot. And through this entire promo, I just found myself like, zoning out because I still don't understand the appeal of this whole champion versus champion thing. Because Gunther versus Cody is a WrestleMania worthy match, but to blow it off at Crown Jewel, I'm still second guessing it. To me, still makes no sense. The one thing that I was interested in regarding Cody Rhodes was Kevin Owens. And tonight, one of his videos was played on Smackdown where he was in his car and he basically said that, Randy Orton, he betrayed me. He chose Cody Rhodes over me. He said that, I attacked Cody Rhodes, which is WWE's Golden Goose. And, they told me to stay home. They don't want me anywhere near SmackDown, which I feel like is my natural right to be a part of SmackDown. It's something I love. He said, I don't really know if and when I will be back because, the amount of disrespect is just way too much for me. And I kind of took this as a Kevin Owens right off until Saudi Arabia. I don't know if we're going to see him until Saudi Arabia. But the segment following was Randy Orton. He demanded a match with Kevin Owens at Saudi Arabia. Galdis just told him, like, listen, man, it's not that I don't want to. It's just that I literally can't. This is coming from higher ups, from higher above. And Randy just ended up with saying that he knows who he needs to talk to now. Probably going to get a Randy Orton Triple H segment, maybe on Raw, on SmackDown or something like that. But I still don't know if we're going to see Kevin Owens at Saudi Arabia. And the main event was a face-to-face, like I said before, between Solo and Roman. Now, Roman told Jimmy in the back that, tonight he was going to have to acknowledge Solo to put an end to all this. And we, didn't know what that really entailed or whatnot. Roman Reigns came out and made his entrance. He told the crowd to acknowledge him, maybe potentially for the last time. And that brings out Solo Sikoa out here. Roman Reigns told Solo Sikoa, he said, earlier tonight, Jey Uso made a good point. You're trying to separate the family, and for what? What's the evidence suggesting that we're stronger, we're better than ever? Where's the paychecks? Where's the money? Where's the titles? Where's all this? And this ended up with Roman actually acknowledging Solo. He said, I acknowledge you, but what's that going to change? It's not going to change a thing. And this led Solo Sikoa to snap his fingers. And as soon as he did that, out comes the rest of the Bloodline with Jey Uso, a broken mess, carrying him out to the stage. And this prompts Solo Sikoa to attack Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns reverses it. He starts to take down everybody in the Bloodline. But eventually, again, the numbers game is too much. And tonight we know Jey Uso was there. But Jey Uso chose not to come out and not to help Roman Reigns, not to help out, his cousin, his brother. And that's the whole point of this story right now. In this stage of the story is that Jey Uso, if they had Jey Uso, this would potentially be a different scenario. But since Jey Uso is still not on board with Roman and Jimmy, these beatdowns are going to remain the same. But overall, I really enjoyed the Bloodline stuff here tonight. I thought it was a great surprise to see Jey back interacting with Roman and Jimmy and also Solo. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you guys think down of SmackDown here tonight. And until next time, I will see y'all later.